Hi friends, this video is going to be a review on the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. So in this video, I'll talk a little bit about the product, I'll do a demo, and then I'll give you my review. So let's get into it. This is a dual-ended cream shaping stick that glides on the skin really easily, is buildable and really blendable, and dries down to a natural matte finish. And it comes in 6 different shades. The packaging is really nice and minimalistic. It comes in this black and white plastic tube. And on one end, you have the cream sculpting stick. And I found that for me, if I actually don't twist it all the way down, I will be able to keep twisting it up every time I need to use the sculpting stick. If I do twist it all the way down and I end up hearing the click in the mechanism, that means I twisted it too far down and I may not be able to get the sculpting stick back out, or I will need to twist it 20 to 30 times before I can get it back out again. So that's the drawback with this. I find that it's a little cheap, but the other end of the sculpting stick, you have this really nice angled buffing brush that is so soft and so smooth and blends out the bronzer beautifully. What I love most about it is that you can twist it off and remove it, wash it, and then all you have to do is place it back on, twist it, and you've got a nice clean brush to use your bronzer with. Super, super impressed with that. Full disclosure, I forget most of the 95% of the time, I forget that this brush is on the other end of the sculpting stick. So I don't use it as often. I usually stick to my regular brush. But when I'm in a pinch and if I'm out and about and I'm like, shoot, I really need to reapply my bronzer, this is a great little brush to have on the other end of your sculpting stick because you can just nicely blend it out and you're good to go. And it's super easy to use and just feels so good. Oh, so soft, so soft. So I've used this 3 times already, and the last time that I tried to use it, I couldn't get the actual product out. So there we go. Sometimes you just really have to work at it and keep twisting it, and maybe it'll eventually come out. It's really a crapshoot with this sculpting stick because the packaging does feel really flimsy. Like, can you hear that? It's just like, it just feels cheap and flimsy, and this is not a cheap product. So really disappointed with the packaging. Now, this is how much product's in there. And I'm going to apply this on one side of my face just so you guys can see what it looks like and compare it to the side that I don't have anything on. I look like Casper the Ghost, I'm well aware. So let's add a bit of bronzer to give me some life and give my skin a bit of life. Okay, so I'm going to see how it's soft. It's not a super dark color. So I'm gonna put some there and here. And I'm going to take a brush and just pat that out. Now I have blended this out before with a damp beauty sponge, a brush, and both methods work really well. But I like patting it out, especially because I'm already wearing foundation underneath. I don't like dragging it to move that foundation around. So I just pat the bronzer out into my skin. This way I'm not disturbing the foundation too much that's underneath while blending out the bronzer. So the thing that I love the most about this bronzer, I would say, is that it's so easy to blend. I'm not a professional makeup artist, so for me to have a product that's so easy to work with is just amazing. I do have to say it is very, very soft. If you're used to like the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, that one is very pigmented. This one's a bit softer and doesn't dry out too quickly. And I just like that I have time to blend it out and it doesn't dry out where I'm like, shoot, now I can't blend that part out. Now, I do like to set this with a bit of powder bronzer because I find that if I don't, by the end of the day, this is going to fade to nothing. So I like to set it with a bit of powder bronzer, but if you like this minimal look of bronzer that it gives, I would say maybe set it with just a little bit of setting powder and you should be good. This is what this side looks like that has the bronzer on it, the sculpting stick. And see, it's just a nice little just touch of color to the face. So let's do the other side. Now I will say, if you ever get to the point where you can't twist this up anymore, like you get this product and you're just kind of like, shoot, this won't come out anymore, I'm stuck. I have like a smaller brush like this, and I just would take this, pick up product on it, and just use this to place the product and maybe even blend it out, but I like the bigger brush to blend it out. And then just use this to blend it out. And the reason I'm saying this is because I know at some point this will stop working, just based on the reviews and based on my experience with it already, where it just, there's times where I can't twist it up and I have to sit there twisting it and twisting it into it like 10, 20, 30 times before it even comes up. I know at some point it'll stop working. So if it does, I'm going to use a brush like this that can actually fit in there. So I make sure that I use up all the product that's left, because she is not cheap. So yeah, I just would use that smaller brush to place the product. So just pick up some more product and place it wherever I want to place it. Is this ideal? No. It's very annoying that if this thing stops working, like it did for so many people, if you read the reviews, the main concern with this product is how the packaging is so terrible and eventually it just stops twisting up. But I'm happy that I found a method to use it and finish it, because it's too late for me to return it. So at least I have a way to use it. Here we are. So final thoughts. Would I buy this again? Yes, I would. I actually really like the formulation of the cream stick itself. And I love, when I do remember that I have the brush on this end, I love the brush, and I love that I can remove it so easily, wash it, clean it, and then put it back on so I can keep using a nice clean brush to blend out the bronzer on my skin. Problem is that when this stops rolling up and you can't get any more product out of it with the brush on this end, I'm gonna go in with this smaller brush to get the product out. So overall, I really like the product. Very easy to use, especially if you're someone like me that's not a makeup pro. Great, great little sculpting stick to have. Blends easily, is buildable, and just easy to use. I love that it doesn't dry out too quickly, and you really have time to blend it into the skin. And it doesn't get patchy throughout the day. Now, like I mentioned, you gotta set it with powder or a little bit of powder bronzer to make sure that it lasts. Otherwise, you'll see that it's kind of gone by the end of the day. Like if I wear it from morning, by nighttime, my bronzer will have disappeared if I didn't set it. But yes, I would buy this again. Really like the formulation. I just hope they fix the packaging. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments if you have tried this product, if you liked it, if you didn't. Let me know if there's any other videos you'd like me to make or products you'd like me to review. I love hearing from you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. It means so much. Thank you again, and I will see you next time.